Hey guys, welcome to From the Pages. I am Anthony. This is Collectors Entertainment Network, and we are up to the June 1986 issue of Sports Review Wrestling. But before we get into that, guys, I'd like to ask you, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please comment down below. Let me know your memories of these magazines. Also, please share this video with anyone you think may like it as well. And go ahead and give this video a like because that helps a lot too. All right, so June 1986, we are getting to the halfway point. We'll be halfway done with 1986 at the end of this episode, and we'll keep on going through the year. But all right, so we've got June 1986. You got Hogan and Bundy and Morocco on the cover. Without any further ado, let's get into the pages. All right, guys, here we are, June 1986, issue of Sports Review Wrestling. We've got False Alarm. Hulk Hogan rises from the ashes of Phoenix. I guess they were in Phoenix, Arizona. You've got Special Section, The Battle of the Belts 2. You've got 10 Reasons Why the Midnight Express Are Better Than the Road Warriors by Jim Cornette. They make sure to point that out. You've got Flying High Again. Why do the experts continue to underrate the fabulous Freebirds? And Sports Review interview with Terry Taylor. All right, let's get inside. This obviously is from that Saturday night's main event. Of course, we first get in, and it's all ads. So, let's go. Oh, my gosh, look at that. First of all, we've got the contents over here, but look at that beautiful ad. Look at that beautiful ad, guys. You've got your AWA All-Star Wrestling Remco figures. Look at that. You got the Road Warriors. You got Martel and Baron Von Raschke. You got the fabulous ones. Good stuff. Shows you what they look like on the card. You can also, of course, get the ring available at participating Woolworth stores. Pretty cool stuff. Gotta love it. I'll let you take it in, or you can pause it. Take it in. Beautiful stuff. All right, let's keep going. All right, we've got the mailbag. Obviously, that's sort of letters to the editor stuff. And double feature, Pro Wrestling Illustrated's Lords of the Ring and Pro Wrestling Illustrated's Ringmasters, The Great American Bash. Pretty cool stuff. Only $44.95, guys. It's a steal. All right, we have the Tattler. There's Tully Blanchard there. And your correspondence here. And the Wrestling Monthly, different from all the rest. Subscribe to Sports Review Wrestling. Only $17. We've got Scrapbook, April-June 66 and April-June 71. And a special subscription offer to Pro Wrestling Illustrated. The Inquiring Reporter. Good stuff. And then, of course, we've got more ads. Always ads. All right, your top wrestlers answer your question of the month. All right, the question of the month is, does the involvement of non-wrestlers in main events diminish the sport's credibility? I guess, is that like because of Mr. T? I don't know. All right, you've got Steve Williams, Blackjack Mulligan, Little Mr. T, never heard of him, Wahoo McDaniel, Stan Hansen, Ric Flair, Bill Watts, Kevin Von Erich, Sergeant Slaughter, and Jim Crockett. And your back issues for Inside Wrestling and The Wrestler. I find it ironic, the last issue we went through last week, guys, I had the May 86, and that issue was so rough, and, you know, the cover was torn a little bit, and this... You know, and it was folded and bent, and it was hard to keep it. This magazine is in just, like, perfect condition compared to that. All right, Wrestler of the Month, Jerry Lawler, the King. And show the world you're a true wrestling fan. You've got Pro Wrestling Illustrated shirts, hats, frisbees, stickers, buttons, and, of course, the deluxe package where you get it all. And Sports Review interview with Terry Taylor. Of course, us WWF fans know him as the Red Rooster. Oh, that was so horrible. Wasn't it, guys? There he is. NWA, or, you know, one of the NWA territories with the championship. And, of course, comes to WWF and he has to have a red mohawk. Alright, special section, the Battle of the Belts 2. Many Florida wrestling fans are already calling the Battle of the Belts 2 the card of the year. Alright. You've got Tyree Pride versus Ron Slinker. Kendall Windham versus Prince, I don't know, Ayuki. I don't know how to pronounce that. Denny Brown versus the White Ninja. Wahoo McDaniel versus Bruiser Brody. You've got the Road Warriors and Blackjack Mulligan versus Bob Roop, Mark Lewin, and Kevin Sullivan. You've got Jesse Barr versus Lex Luger. You got Ric Flair versus Barry Windham. Was he not yet part of the Horsemen? And then you've got False Alarm. Hulk Hogan rises from the ashes in Phoenix. This, of course, is from the Saturday night's main event, where Hogan was taking on Morocco and then got double-teamed and beat up by Morocco and King Kong Bundy in preparation for their WrestleMania 2 match. I don't know why there's a picture of him with Randy Savage there, but who knows. Alright, 10 Reasons Why the Midnight Express are Better Than the Road Warriors by Jim Cornette, of course. I'm sure this is all... I wonder if this was actually written by Jim Cornette. I could see it actually being written by Jim Cornette. Alright, Flying High again. Why do the experts continue to underrate the fabulous Freebirds? Alright, some more of that. And ratings analysis. That means the ratings and rankings are coming next. You got Rick Rude and Hulk Hogan there. Alright, official wrestling ratings. Your top 10 and your tag teams. Your NWA, your AWA, your WWF, your World Championship. Your World Class, your Mid-South, your Florida, your Mid-Southern, your Continental, and your Northwest. And then your most popular and most hated. Guys, take a look at that. Alright, let's keep going. More from your mailbag and premium back issues of Wrestler Annual and Pro Wrestling Illustrated Annual. Alright, this month in Inside Wrestling, got the British Bulldogs, the Road Warriors, Nord the Barbarian, Kevin and Kerry Von Erich, Lance, One Man Gang, Barry Windham, Ric Flair, Tully Blanchard, Larry Zbyszko, and Nick Bockwinkel. And over in Pro Wrestling Illustrated, you got Rick Morton and Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express. You got Jesse Ventura, the Hillbillies, plus King Kong Bundy, Scott Hall, Curt Hennig, and Dusty Rhodes. And of course, here's Mailbag continued. Here is, I guess, the Battle of the Belts card article continued, as well as back issues of Wrestling Superstars and Wrestling 84 through 86. And a second chance to catch the big one, special double issue of Pro Wrestling Illustrated. There's the Hulk Hogan article continued, and back issues for Pro Wrestling Illustrated. More ads. The Tattler continued. In case you're moving, get your subscription sent to your new address, and getting yourself on the cover of a mocked-up Pro Wrestling Illustrated. Pretty cool stuff. Alright, Inquiring Reporter continued. There is Cowboy, Bob Orton. Very rare back issues. The original Boxing Illustrated Wrestling News, only $5 each. Was it one magazine that was boxing and wrestling, or were those two different magazines? Alright, Scrapbook continued April, June 1976. And back issues of Sports Review Wrestling. Scrapbook continued again. And look, special offer for Hulk Hogan fans. Hulkamania from Pocket Books. I'd like to get my hands on that. Doesn't look like it was sanctioned, though, by the WWF. And, of course, over here we got the most incredible grab bag in wrestling history. You got annuals. You've got superstars. You got Best of the Wrestler. Good stuff. Scrapbook continued again, April, June 81. And Victory Sports Wrestling magazines. This, I believe, was why Vince, why the WWF had to change the original WWF Victory magazine to just WWF magazine. All right, Wrestling's Greatest subscription deal. Save 35% off the regular newsstand price with Inside Wrestling and The Wrestler. 24 sensational issues for only $27. Scrapbook continued again, and the All-American back issue offer for Wrestling USA. And here you go, this ad. This was actually in the past couple issues on the back cover, so it's in color when it's on the back cover. But here, it's black and white, but it's still cool. All the posters, the Remco figures, gotta love it. And of course, more ads. And now the back cover is Wrestling's Best, Pro Wrestling Illustrated, Inside Wrestling, and The Wrestler. 36 magazines for only $42. Alright guys, that is your June 1986 issue of Sports Review Wrestling. Alright guys, that was the June 1986 issue of Sports Review Wrestling. Guys, again, I'm going to ask you, please subscribe, please comment, please like, and please share. All those things help the channel so much, and it is so greatly appreciated. Alright, that's it. We're halfway done with 1986's run of Sports Review Wrestling. So, next week we'll be kicking off with July, and we're going to go straight on through December in the coming weeks. But, until next time, guys, have a good one.